Hey, it's Morgan here, and I'm out skiing with my kids. There they are, somewhere in the background there. Yeah, so we're having an awesome time here, and I just had a thought I wanted to share with you for today about ego and ego illusion. You know, your ego, all of our egos, like to give us illusions that things are better than they are. If I ask you the question, are you living up to your full potential? If you honestly assess the answer to that question, only a tiny fraction of the human race, like 1 or 2%, are truly living up to our full potential, me included. And then ask yourself, okay, well, if you're not living up to your very fullest potential to do awesome things in the world and to make a difference and to make an impact, why not? And the answer is always because you're basically covering up the reasons, the beliefs that are holding you back. There are certain beliefs, there are certain self-limiting habits and thoughts that you've got running that hold you back. And whenever I talk to people on the phone who are in one of these patterns of really holding themselves back, the most common thing they say is, well, actually it's going to be fine. I'll figure this out, over the next weeks, months, years, whatever. I've got this handled. I'm going to read this book, or I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do that thing, and then I'll get this handled. But they're almost never handling the core issue, the core problem. And so, you talk again 6 weeks later, 6 months later, 6 years later, and it's the same old crap. The ego likes to tell us we are just fine. We're doing just fine. We've got this handled. The ego likes control more than it likes sanity. Seriously, that's a line from a book, A Course in Miracles. The ego likes control more than it likes sanity. So think about how that plays out in your life. This is true of nearly every human being, unless you have truly mastered your ego. And if you are living in this domain of the ego trying to control things and keep things in control, then you are not living in sanity, in a place of full sanity. So what is sanity? What does that mean? Well, sanity means living the truth of who you are at your core, and living to your fullest potential as that particular person. And that is sanity. Insanity is having a lifetime lived in illusion, living as somebody who you're not truly supposed to be, living in a career, living in relationships, living in habits that take you away from who you truly are at your fullest potential, and instead make you into a hollow shell of a human being. That is insanity. I can't encourage this enough to understand how much your ego will give you the false illusion that you've got things handled and that everything's okay. Not if you want to live in the fullest sanity, in the truest sense of who you are. It's time to take that on head first and identify the places where you're living that ego illusion and start tearing that down and start getting back to your core and identifying the beliefs that are holding you back from living to your fullest potential. Only that way can we as a species evolve and become more happy and more fulfilled and do the things that each of us individually were meant to do here in the world, create the things that we were meant to create, rather than going from day to day being overwhelmed, stressed out, worried, and tired, and all of that crap. Look, I'm not anywhere near my full potential yet, but at least taking the journey has led me a long ways. Today is a weekday. I'm out with my kids, cross-country skiing. It's been a pretty casual day, and life is really, really good. So even if you increase your ability to live to your full potential just a bit, a little bit, it can make a huge, huge difference in your life. So it's time to do it. Time to drop that evil ego illusion that everything is just fine and that you don't need to really get some kind of big change, some kind of big adjustment to the beliefs and habits that are holding you back. It is time to do that. Live to your fullest potential from your core. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to skiing now with my kids. So I hope you have an awesome day wherever you are. This is Morgan. Until next time, see you.